What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Dog Pound. I am M-Dog here at the Bridgeville Rifle and Pistol Club in Bridgeville, Delaware. And before we get into today's video, if you guys and gals would be so kind, please smash that old like button and share this video with friends who love firearms as much as we do, and maybe even consider subscribing to our channel. For all of you who celebrate Christmas and love to give presents this time of the year, you guys would give me a huge gift if you can help us bring more freedom lovers to the channel who are all as passionate for firearms and law-abiding gun ownership as we are. That would be an awesome Christmas present. I promise to keep working hard to help provide content for you all to enjoy, and I am truly grateful for each of you, and I thank you all for being here and giving me a chance. Now, let's take a look at the topic of today's video. I'm dusting off an underrated icon in the firearms world, one that was first designed in the Soviet Union. I'm talking about the iconic SKS rifle, chambered in 7.62 by 39. And this one here is untouched, original, as it was shipped back in the 80s, I believe it was. But she's a beauty. As you can see, the weapon is clear. But she's a beauty. So this SKS rifle is one that my parents actually gave me for Christmas in 1989. I was the happiest 15-year-old you'd ever meet on Christmas morning. It is a Chinese version made by Norinco. This rifle has been in the vault for over 20 years now without having been taken out for anything but its routine cleaning. I figured it was time to get it out here, take it out for a spin, and I don't know, maybe get her a little dirty with Christmas quickly approaching. It helps me remember a much simpler time in my life when the only concerns I had was winning a football or baseball game. It also helps me remember Christmas when Mom and Dad were here with me, which was something I ain't had in a long time now. This helps me bring back those precious memories of a childhood. Christmas was their favorite holiday, and I was fortunate enough to have both of my parents in my life, and I was there with them both when they left this world. So I have things like this SKS that helps me remember them and remember a time and place. A better time and place. I apologize for bringing the mood down a bit, but I just wanted to share with you guys since it is one of my Christmas memories. But it is also a part of this rifle's history. This SKS still has all of the original furniture and original features that it came into the U.S. with. It has the folding style, blade style bayonet, which is on a locking mechanism. You pull this feature right here down and pull out. Spins around and just pull back up on it, and it locks right over the barrel there. Really cool. Still functions as it did when it was brand new. It has an internal magazine that was designed to work with stripper clips to load the ammo into its internal magazine. It has a standard release on the magazine so you can easily drop the rounds out the bottom to unload the rifle. The wood on this rifle has been well taken care of, and it is well preserved thanks to the quality of BALLISTOL multi-purpose cleaner and lubricant. And that's not a plug for BALLISTOL either. That's simply a fact. So let's take a look at the specs on the Norinco SKS rifle. Now that you've seen the specs on this SKS, let's take a look at the ammo that I'll be using in this review. Since I don't have any mags to load up, I'll be loading individual rounds into the internal magazine. And we're going to be using 7.62 by 39 steel cased tool ammo. You know, the Type 56 and Kalashnikov rifles, they all love the cheap steel cased ammo. They eat this stuff for lunch. So this is normally the main ammo that I run in all my military surplus rifles, like the AK-47, the MAC-90, the NHM-91, and the SKS rifles. Those rifles, as I mentioned, are all chambered in 7.62 by 39 mil, and they love to eat this cheaper steel-cased ammo. However, with the war going on in Ukraine, they banned the importation of Russian-made ammunition, along with mostly everything else that is made in Russia. It's very difficult to get a hold of this type of ammo now, so if you happen to come across some, you may want to pick it up now. Now that I've taught you guys to sleep, let's wake up and start slinging some FMJ Freedom Seeds. We'll see you back here in a bit for our final thoughts. Alright, so our first target is set up at 50 yards. First shot's fired with this thing. I figure we'll try it at 50. Maybe do 10, 20 shots back here at 50. See how close the sights are to being on. And then once we get it somewhat dialed in, because this is not something I shoot every day. This is something we're shooting to have fun. So when I get it about dialed in, or where I'm comfortable with it being dialed in, we're going to go and move up a little bit, and we'll see how it does with some rapid fire sessions. But let's let this thing eat a little bit, shall we? Safety off. We're empty. We are empty. Weapons clear. Well, one thing's for sure, it shoots like an SKS. Trigger, they got horrible triggers. There's so much travel in the trigger. That's what all SKS is. But you expect it. When you've shot them enough, you know where the wall on the trigger is. You just got to move it a ways to get there, and then you know where to just kind of hang before you're ready to squeeze that round off, and you just hold your breath and squeeze that round off slowly until she finally takes up. But a lot of fun to shoot, very low recoil, and my eyesight's not the best. It looks like from here, looks like we're probably 3 or 4 inches high, but I was actually holding at 12 o'clock too. So it's actually good, because that would mean that it's actually, the sights are closer than what I thought. All right, so let's send this thing home. you are, empty. Weapon safe. Looks like it's still holding the group pretty well. Like a 6-inch group or so, 50 yards. And my eyesight's not the best. Like I said, I'm happy with that. Older gun, iron sights, poor eyesight, half-ass shooter. Yeah, I can't complain too bad with that. You know, it just isn't right unless you get some shots off with the bayonet out. So, how about we send some more of these things down range? We are clear. Alrighty. Well, that was fun, Mr. Bayonet. Alright, we moved into 25 yards. And it was from 50 yards, she's hitting, like I said about the, when I was holding the 12 o'clock position, she's actually shooting high. So the sights, dead center for the most part. I'm happy with them, especially for just a classic shooter that I don't get to shoot too much. And I'm absolutely grateful just to be out here today and being able to take myself back to a place in time where, like I said, Mom and Dad were here, and Christmas was pretty cool, which it still is, don't get me wrong. But I mean, it was just this thing, getting it on Christmas morning when I was 15 years old. You could walk into a hardware store and buy them all day long. Different time, different place. So let's send some more home at 20 yards. Or 25 yards, excuse me. Boy, that didn't take long. So what do you guys think? Think it's about time for some rapid fire session? Let's cap off these 50 rounds in true SKS style. Merry Christmas, everybody. .62 by 39 millimeter powder in the morning. Better than coffee. Wow. What a classic. What a classic. What y'all think? Is that a bad dude or what? Whew. We'll see you back at the kennel for our final thoughts. Welcome back, guys, to the kennels for our final thoughts on the Chinese SKS rifle chambered in 7.62 by 39 mil. This thing brings back so many great memories for me from my teenage years. These rifles are just fun to shoot, and they are a legit workhorse. It's just so cool to see these rifles withstand the test of time. Even when they were phased out of military service by the AK-47 and other rifle platforms, many shooters still use these rifles for hunting, planking, and even home defense in some cases. So, do you own an SKS rifle, or have you ever shot one? Do you have one in your collection that you have customized in some way? I did a review on one earlier this year that I customized years ago with a tactical folding stock. Let me know what you think of the SKS and what you did to customize yours. I'd love to hear it. And as you can see, we took 30, I think it was 30 shots total from 50 yards away, which, holding at 12 o'clock, most of what happened here come from that distance. The rest of it, a couple of the ones that ran a little high from rapid fire session. But that's not too bad. I'm not going to complain. The ones that broke out here to the side, that's from the rapid fire. Again, you expect that to happen. You're having fun. And so, but either way, I want to thank you all for hanging out this long and spending your time here with us. Of course, I truly appreciate every one of you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we love to hear what you guys have to say. You can also follow us on Facebook if you want. And if you'd like to do more to help us out, you can join us over on Patreon as well. Links to both will be posted in the description of this video. Special thanks to our product sponsors who help us make this videos possible. STEELE'S Gun Shop. You can find them on Facebook. They're more than willing to help you find whatever you're looking for. SPLATTERBURST Targets, for providing us with high-vis targets we use in all of our videos. Look them up on the website. Get stocked up on some awesome targets for your next trip to the range. And last but not least, BALLISTOL multi-purpose cleaner and lubricant. It is the only product we have used for many years and the only one we fully trust to clean, protect, and preserve our precious tools of freedom. I want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a safe and happy holiday season. May you live as long as you want, never want as long as you live. Shoot straight, shoot often, be safe, and God bless. And we'll see y'all right back here next time on the Dog Pound. Norinco SKS Chinese sporting rifle. Bad dude. Bad dude. What y'all think? We gone. Boom.